It's WrestleMania season and I'm ready to give you my predictions. Hello guys, one more time, welcome to Ring Royalty. My name is Alexis, as you already know, and today I am so ready to give you my predictions. The biggest week of sports entertainment is about to come, it's right around the corner, and I want to let you know what I feel is gonna happen in both WrestleMania and NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. There are already 4 confirmed matches and I'm going to explain the drill very fast. I'm going to talk about each of these women's matches for next week and I'm going to tell you who do I think is going to win, but also I'm going to tell you who I want to win, which sometimes could consider and others is completely different. So without any further to say, oh wait, I almost forgot. At the end of the video, I'm going to include some of your thoughts that you left some comments in my main channel, Alexis Girani. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so with that being said, we are ready. Let's start with the predictions. Let's start with WrestleMania, and the first match is going to be Sasha Banks against Bianca Belair, the Royal Rumble winner for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Probably the match that a lot of people, including myself, are very hyped for. I know the build-up hasn't been great, but they still have 2 weeks to maybe show something impressive out of these two women. Very talented women, may I say. When it comes to the SmackDown Women's division, it's a lot better than the Raw Women's division, and both Sasha and Bianca have been prominent figures in these past couple months. I think the winner of this match is going to be Bianca Belair, because I feel like WWE really wants to establish her as the top babyface in the whole company. However, I really want Sasha Banks to win. Why? Because I feel like out of the horsewomen, she's the only one that hasn't had a WrestleMania moment yet. It is well deserved. This would be Bianca's first WrestleMania, so there's not a lot to lose there. When it comes to Sasha, this is already her 4th or 5th participation. Let me think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this would be Sasha's 6th WrestleMania, so she definitely deserves a WrestleMania moment for sure. She has delivered, and now that she's turning heel Banks is best for business. I am sure as a heel persona, Sasha could pull a trick to get her WrestleMania moment by defeating Bianca, and maybe in the next pay-per-view, Bianca could get her revenge and take the title away from Sasha. But like I said before, I think Bianca's gonna win, but I would like for Sasha to keep the championship at WrestleMania. Then the second confirmed match for WrestleMania would be Asuka defending the Raw Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley. It's incredible how she just asked for a title shot in her debut and she got it. In the grandest stage of them all. I heard a lot of people complaining on social media about that, and let me tell you that this is the smartest idea. Why? Because the Raw Women's Championship has been so poorly booked that we need someone with star power like Rhea Ripley to elevate the match at Mania. I mean, let me tell you something, Asuka has been champion for over 6 months and there is nothing remarkable out of this title reign. For that reason, I feel like the one that is going to win is Rhea Ripley. And the one that I want to win is also Rhea Ripley. I feel like Asuka needs to be revamped, definitely, because her character doesn't look as strong as she actually is. She doesn't look as dominant anymore. She's not the Asuka that hold the NXT Women's Championship for over 500 days. She's not the undefeated Empress of Tomorrow, and she really needs to be revamped, maybe turn heel or just have a different character to make her relevant again. I feel like the match is gonna be great. I mean, don't get me wrong, both of them are amazing in ring performers. I feel like it would let Asuka show what she can do, and at the same time Rhea Ripley would have this big platform to perform now. I really think WWE is going to make Rhea win because they already had plans for Asuka to drop the championship back at Elimination Chamber against Lacey Evans. I talk about that in Canceled Storylines over here. I'm gonna leave the video if you haven't watched it. But if they already had plans for Asuka to drop the title to someone, I'm pretty sure that they have absolutely nothing for her now. And that's why her title reign has been poorly booked. I mean, if you remember correctly, the last time Asuka defended the championship in a pay-per-view was at Clash of Champions against Zelina Vega. And Zelina Vega doesn't work in WWE for over 5 months now. I mean, that's insane. But like I said, Rhea Ripley is definitely winning the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania, but that doesn't take away for the fact that this match could be a 5-star match if it is booked right. So we'll definitely be looking forward to see what these two ladies do in the ring at the grandest stage of them all. When it comes to NXT TakeOver, we have 2 title matches already established. The first one being Io Shirai defending the NXT Women's Championship against Raquel Gonzalez. Probably this is going to be an extravaganza. I feel like Io Shirai, one of the best wrestlers in the planet today, men or women, and Raquel Gonzalez is someone that has improved wonders very fast. I can't believe how much she has improved, and the fact that I'm always going to highlight about Raquel Gonzalez is that she could be a big woman, but she has a moveset. A lot of big wrestlers just squash opponents doing bills and splash and power slams, but Raquel Gonzalez has a moveset. She has submission holds, she can do power bombs, she can do high kicks. She is a badass and she already looks like a superstar. She has outshined Dakota Kai in her team. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. And I feel like Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez can give one match for the ages. I am so happy that they gave Raquel the chance on WrestleMania week because it's probably the most important takeover of the years anyways. I feel like Raquel Gonzalez is going to win because she's an unstoppable force, and I don't think WWE will make her lose because there wouldn't be anybody else that looked credible enough as a contender to take the title away from Io. And I really want Raquel to win too because I feel like Io Shirai has already shown that she's one of the best. She doesn't need the title anymore. She could easily have a side feud with someone else to elevate them while other girl has the title around her waist. This is the time to get the title away from Io. She has already been champion for a while. It's been about a year almost. Yeah, it's going to be a year, probably 10 months by now. And I feel like it's time for someone new to be at the top of the NXT Women's Division. And who better than Raquel Gonzalez? I cannot see it. I also feel like Raquel and Dakota Kai are going to split soon, and maybe we could see Raquel against Dakota, so it would be nice to see that feud for the title as well. So definitely Raquel is my pick when it comes to what I think and what I want to happen at TakeOver. And the second match of NXT TakeOver, it's Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon defending the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships against The Way, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Before talking about this match specifically, I want to mention that I never understood why they crowned Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai as the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions just to make them drop the titles the same night against Shotzi and Ember. I mean, don't get me wrong, Shotzi and Ember definitely deserve to be champions. They are great characters. Ember Moon's a spectacular and underrated wrestler, but why doing that? Alright, anyway, back to the match. I feel like this match has potential to be really great. I'm not that hyped for some reason. I feel like we haven't had much build up yet. So I'm not really that hyped for the match, but I am sure that Candice LeRae, Ember Moon, Shotzi Blackheart, and even Indy Hartwell can deliver a pretty good match. When it comes to the predictions, I feel like Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart are going to retain because it's very unlikely that they are going to change champions again. I mean, it hasn't even been a month since the titles were introduced. We need some credible champions to make these titles look prestigious. Now, I would want Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell to win them just because I feel like Candice LeRae time in NXT is about to end and she would probably be moving to the main roster after Mania, and I really want Candice LeRae to have one accolade in NXT. She has been there for years and she has never won the NXT Women's Championship, so maybe she could get the tag titles even if it's for a little bit and then move to the main roster. Indy and Candice are really connecting as a tag team. I wasn't that big of a fan before, but I feel like now I'm getting used to seeing them together. Shotzi and Ember, two women that were paired randomly, but they decided to tear the house down because they look like they've been teaming up for years. I guess this match is going to be good. It's not the one that I'm hyped the most, but we will see what happens. So those were the 4 matches that are confirmed for WrestleMania week, but I want to talk about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I feel like they are going to be defended at Mania despite not having an official match yet. And my prediction for this tag team title match would be a multi-team Fatal 4-Way match. There has been a lot of interesting tag team interactions in the past couple weeks, so I think this Fatal 4-Way would be Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax defending the championships against Lana and Naomi, and against Sexy Muscle Friends Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose from Raw. And we also add a third team to challenge, and that would be the SmackDown team of Tamina and Natalya. I want to highlight Tamina and Natalya's job because in these past few weeks they have been delivering each and every week with the looks, with the style, with the aggressiveness in the ring. They have done everything right. I feel like Natalya and Tamina getting a title shot at Mania would be huge. I would have loved to see them against Shania just like in a traditional tag team match. But after watching Raw this past week, I feel like Natalya and Tamina are not the main contenders at the moment. I feel like Mandy and Dana or Lana and Naomi have more chance to be at Mania. For that reason, I am choosing this Fatal 4-Way match. Nothing is confirmed here, and I'm really being hopeful. I doubt the Women's Tag Team Championships won't be defended at Mania, but I feel like the only way to make them feel interesting again would be a multi-women match. And if this happens, I would really want for Shania to drop the titles. I am done with them. I want them to break up too, and Nia and Shayna go separate ways and become individual competitors. The only thing that I don't know is who I would like to win. I feel like Natalya and Tamina deserves the title so much, but there is a high chance that Lana and Naomi get them too. The only thing I want to add before we move on with your predictions is the fact that I'm so sorry for what is happening to the Riot Squad. They haven't been on TV for weeks, and I really doubt they will be added to the WrestleMania tag team match. Such a shame for Liv and Ruby, but you never know with WWE. Maybe the Riot Squad will be added somehow to the WrestleMania Women's Tag Team Championship match. You never know. So we will just have to wait and see. Alright, so now it's time to talk about your predictions. I had to choose only 2 comments out of the whole list because, I mean, we don't really have much time, I'm sorry. But we will see what happens and if these people have the same opinion as me or they are completely different. The first opinion that I have here is from Brie Malibu. When it comes to Sasha and Bianca, as hype as I am for this match, based solely on the talents of the women involved, I'm a bit let down with the build-up leading up to it. Same girl. It went from Bianca winning the Rumble to Sasha calling her a rookie after they lost as Fastlane. So we don't know who Brie wants to win, but I mean, he's spilling some tea here. Asuka against Rhea. For this match, I think Rhea should win. I love Asuka, but she hasn't done much with the title in months. I mean, I agree. Last pay-per-view she defended the belt at was against Selena at Clash of Champions. Yeah, I mentioned that already, and that's been a long ass time. So we really need a new champion and we need Asuka to be revamped, please. Io Shirai against Raquel. I freaking love Io and I was so happy when she won the belt. Raquel is someone who has improved with each performance. With that said, I think Io will retain unless Dakota interferes. Yeah, I also think Dakota could play a big part in this match, but I'm hoping she doesn't. I really want a clean match between these two amazing women to see who actually comes out on top. For Ember and Shotzi against The Way, personally I'm not sure why Dakota and Raquel lost the belts on their first title defense. I have no idea either. I mean, I love this one. I mean, he thinks or she thinks pretty much like me. I love it. This match will be good. I don't have a preference for who wins. Alright, fair enough. On the women's tag team titles, I am hoping for a multi-women tag team match involving Shania, Naomi and Lana, Natalya and Tamina, and the Riot Squad. With these 4 teams, I believe that Shania will lose, but I'm not sure which team would win it. Now, if for some reason the Iconics reform, I'm all for them winning the belts. I would really pray for the Iconics to be reunited, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Now, I really think this multi-women match is what a lot of people are thinking that's gonna happen at Mania. I doubt the Riot Squad will be on it, like I mentioned before, but who knows. Thank you very much for your submission, Brie Malibu, and I hope you're watching the video. The second and last predictions are from Esnobag. Sasha against Bianca. I feel like Bianca will win and go over as the top babyface on SmackDown. I really feel that's gonna happen too, despite I want Sasha to win. Asuka against Rhea. I want Asuka and show everyone how dominant she truly is despite her horrible booking as champion. Yeah, it has been so awful, but I feel like Rhea's gonna win nonetheless. Yeah, her reign has been so awful, it's not her fault. It would be nice to see her come out on top, but I still think I want Rhea to win. Eel against Raquel, I'm fine with either of them winning, my two favorites in NXT now. Well, that's true, I feel like they're the two top women and the most popular and important ones in NXT right now. So, I mean, I'm fine either way. I would really like Raquel to win, but I won't be mad if Eel retains. Shotzi and Ember against The Way. I don't really care much about this one. The champ should retain to have a credible title reign. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And for the Women's Tag Team Championships, I feel like it will be a triple threat with Shayna and Nia against both Mandy and Dana and Lana and Naomi. Yeah, a triple threat from 3 teams of Raw. I mean, it could happen. I still think they are building Tamina and Natalya nicely, so that's for a reason. I hope that they are added to the WrestleMania match. But we don't even know if we will have Women's Tag Team title match at WrestleMania, so fingers crossed. Thank you for your submission, it's not bad. Okay, so these were my predictions for WrestleMania and NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Now, I'm very curious to know what are your predictions about these two events and what's going to happen with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Tell me all of that down in the comments, please. Don't forget that this is a very friendly channel, so for that reason, I know we have a lot of different opinions, but try to be respectful in the comments section. If someone doesn't agree with you, doesn't mean you have to attack them. Hashtag treat people with kindness. This is it for this video. I really hope that you like it, and I will definitely be reviewing both events in the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned, try to check the notifications to see when I upload. Anyway, so my name is Alexis, as you already know. Here is my Instagram if you want to follow me or anything, and I will see you guys next week with a new video. I'll try to post a top 10 or a top 5 video before the WrestleMania reviews, but we will see if I have time to edit. Stay safe, and this kiss is for all of you. Goodbye!